Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into one of the most crucial yet often overlooked parts of your home, the roof. It's that silent guardian, the one thing standing between everything you love and the wild weather outside. So let's just start with a quick question to get you thinking. When you picture your house with all its complicated systems, which one do you think is the most critical? Is it the plumbing, the electrical grid that powers your whole life? Well, here's the thing. It's almost always the one system that works so quietly and so effectively, you totally forget it's even there. It protects you, your family, your stuff, day in and day out. So let's get right into it. Your roof, right now, is in a constant, silent battle. And to really get a feel for this, we're going to use the wild weather of Central Texas as a perfect, real-world example of the kind of threats all our roofs are up against, no matter where you live. Think about it. Every single day, your roof is under attack. You've got the sun's relentless UV rays just baking and breaking down the materials. Then bam, a hailstorm out of nowhere. You've got high winds constantly trying to peel shingles back, tree branches falling, and even tiny shifts in your home's foundation put the whole structure under a slow, constant stress. And here's a sneaky one you might not think about. It's called temperature cycling. Just picture a really hot day followed by a cool night. Your roofing materials swell up in the heat and then shrink in the cold, over and over and over. It's like bending a paperclip back and forth. Eventually, it just gets weak, creating tiny cracks long before a big storm ever rolls in. So, if this battle is always happening, how do you know if your roof is starting to lose? Well, that constant fight we just talked about, it leaves clues. You just have to know what you're looking for, and you can catch a small problem before it turns into a total nightmare. These right here, these are the red flags you absolutely cannot ignore. See those little sand-like granules in your gutters? That's the protective skin of your shingles washing away. See shingles that are curling up or look like they have blisters? They're screaming for help. Oh, and if you see rotting wood on the fascia boards, that's the trim just under the roofline, that's a sure sign water is getting in where it shouldn't be. Okay, so you've seen some of the signs. Now what? You panic? No way. Seeing the problem is just step one. Understanding the solution, now that's what gives you peace of mind. So let's walk through what the whole professional process should really look like. Let's be honest, calling a roofer can feel a little daunting, especially if you don't know what to expect. But a real professional process, it should always be clear, it should be transparent, and it should always keep you in the loop and in control. The big takeaway here is one word: communication. A great process is built on it. From that first inspection where they should be showing you photos of what's going on, to daily updates while they're working, and a final walkthrough to make sure you're happy. You should never, ever be left wondering what's happening. All right, with the process clear, we get to what is probably the most important decision you're going to make in all this: choosing your armor. The materials you pick will literally determine how well your home handles the next big storm and the one after that. Now, there are a lot of options out there, but for most of us, it boils down to these two. And it's that classic trade-off, right? Asphalt shingles cost less upfront, which is great. But a metal roof, while it's a bigger check to write at first, can literally last more than twice as long and gives you way better long-term protection. It's really a choice between saving money now or investing for the next several decades. Okay, when you start looking at materials, you're going to hear terms like this one: Class 4 rating. Don't let your eyes glaze over. This isn't just some marketing gimmick. This is objective proof from a lab test that your roof can take a serious beating from hail. And here's the kicker: choosing a Class 4 material can often get you a discount on your homeowner's insurance. Pretty cool, right? And it's not just about things falling from the sky. We have got to talk about wind. Your roof needs to be rated to handle winds that can get up to hurricane force. Making sure your materials meet or, even better, exceed your local building code, that's not just a nice to have. It is absolutely essential for your safety and for keeping your warranty valid. Okay, let's bring this all home and talk about the practical stuff. What does a project like this actually cost? How long is your yard going to be a construction zone? And what's the real payoff at the end of the day? So the final price tag isn't some simple one-size-fits-all number. It's more like a puzzle with a few different pieces. You've got the size and the steepness of your roof, the materials you pick, and, this is a big one, whether the crew finds any nasty surprises like hidden water damage once they tear the old stuff off. Now here's something that surprises almost everybody. The actual on-site work is usually super fast. A whole new roof can be done in just a couple of days. The key is to remember to plan for the admin time on the front end. Getting the permits, dealing with the insurance claim. That's the stuff that can take a little while. When it's all said and done, it's really about reframing how we think about our roofs. A new, quality roof isn't just another bill to pay. It is a fundamental, long-term investment in the safety, the integrity, and the value of what is probably your single biggest asset. And that's our explainer. We're going to leave you with just one final thought to chew on. That silent battle for your roof is happening right now, whether you can see it or not. So the only real question left is, are you prepared?